Hello everyone, and thanks for joining me for another special health focus Tai Chi and Qi Gong class. As you can see, I have got my woolies on because it is freezing. So I hope you're warm enough where you are and safe in all this winter weather. Let's begin with right hand in fist, left hand straight. Pull back the thumb with feet together, hands together, and let's press forwards. Shusangha. Good, let's relax down please. And we begin, as we often do, feeding into the four corners. Just like that, someone has joined. Excuse me. Yep. So, oops. Let me just... Hello. We've just started and just pause the video actually. There we go. Okay, so yes. Four corners warm-up practice. So we feed into the four corners and just give yourself a little bit of time to breathe and calm. We'll just do the version where we're keeping the body upright and allowing the center to feed into the four corners and the rest of the body moves with. Good. And breathe. Now with this exercise you can feel down into your feet, and that gives a good indication of how far to move. We want the weight to feed into the feet, into the corners. Don't let the hip go beyond the foot. Very nice little exercise for helping to strengthen the hips, but also to loosen and release the lower back and the hips and the upper legs. I was giving this exercise to a group yesterday to help to reset the psoas muscles. So the psoas muscles activate when we are in fight or flight. If we're freaking out, the psoas muscles try to pull us up into the fetal position. And so in extreme cases, people may even notice that when they wake up, they're in the fetal position. But even if that doesn't happen, if your system has been through any kind of trauma, those muscles will be activated, whether you're physically performing the fetal position or not. So it can really interfere with our general muscle balance. It can give us sore backs, it can give us sore legs, it can give us, it can knock us out of whack, knock us out of balance. And so this exercise is one of several that are very, very useful for helping to reset the psoas muscles. Let's change direction, please. The psoas isn't just one muscle, it's a whole set of muscles that connect deep into the into the hips and connecting with the legs. So very, very useful. And as I say, if you have been through trauma, I would recommend doing this a lot. Start with little and often, try 30 sets in each direction, but you can build it up to 60, to 100. Grandmaster Chen recommends 500 in each direction each day. Keep going, please. Just having some folks joining us. Okay, I might actually change the setting so that folks just come in directly. Welcome. Keep going, please. So that I can see you. Well done. Okay, make sure you're on mute, please. Yeah, lovely. Thank you. Okay. So, we're just talking about this exercise as very useful for resetting the psoas muscles. So if you have been through trauma, obviously the likes of an operation, that would be considered traumatic physically, even if mentally you're prepared for it. If you're being physically manipulated, then that can traumatize the system. But also emotional trauma will express itself in exactly the same way. So it doesn't actually matter what level of trauma it's at, the body responds the same way. It tries to protect itself by balling up into a ball, literally like a little hedgehog. Or what else balls up? I'll stick with hedgehog. Okay, so let's come back to center and ease out of the stance. Another very useful method to help as a quick reset for the psoas muscles and general hip balance, if the hips are out of alignment, is to put some music that you can march to and literally march along with the music. Just walk up and down. If you can walk comfortably, march in time with the music. And there is something about rhythm and walking to that beat that just creates a sort of cascade reset so that the hips naturally come back into balance. But once you've done that, then I would recommend keep it going by the exercise we have just done. So let's stand on one leg, please, and just do a little bit of rotation. Good. Now you can go to the very tip of your toe if you like. That forces you not to put too much weight on it. Change direction. And it really brings it home to me because the ex-ballet dancer that I am, I've got a bit of arthritis in my big toes. So if I put weight on my big toes, yeah, they're not too happy. I can still dance on the tips of my toes, but it's a sacrifice. Good, shake out please. And on the other side, circle one way. And change direction. Whoop. Try to keep your hips level. Good, and a little shake out. All right, I'm going to show you an exercise we haven't done for a while in this group, and it's called, I call it the winter warm-up. So just a couple of wee Qigong exercises that you can do if it's starting to get a bit colder where you are, if you're feeling that you're moving but you're still not warm. These are excellent. I would definitely recommend though, if you have any loose rings on, take them off before you do this exercise, because I did it in class the other day and my wedding ring went flying across the room. I found it, but yeah, if it's cold, your fingers will get smaller, but your rings won't. Okay, so we're going to pat the shoulders and swing. So I was saying shoulders, actually you're patting just inside of the shoulders. So if you remember back to any Chinese traditional medicine and acupuncture training, we're actually patting lung 1, the lung 1 point. And that's just in from the shoulders against your body. So this is helping you to breathe. It's also helping the large intestines. Remember that our organs work in energetic pairs. So this helps you breathe and it helps digestive transit as well. Good. Now if you want to be very fancy, you can try changing arms each time, which one's on top. But that's just for fun, just as a wee brain teaser. You can do the same side each time, that's fine as well. Good. Okay, next exercise is for the kidneys and the bladder. Interestingly, one hand does the same movement as we've just done. It goes to the lung 1 point, but the other hand, if you can, comes round behind and pats your kidneys. And notice I'm pushing my heel out. As I turn away from that foot, I push the heel out. And that is stimulating the kidney meridian, which runs all the way down and terminates at the outer ankle. No, inner ankle. Up. the ankle. Okay, so just thinking, because we use that point in Emmett technique as well, it's the inner ankle, or that's the access point we use. Okay. Good, let's come back to center. And now we're going to do a sort of blitzkrieg of all sorts. So we're going to go to the shoulders, that's your lung point, and then stomach and spleen, we brush the front of the legs, we brush the back of the legs with the back of the hands, and then onto the thighs. So we go up, 1, 2, 3. I think there's a liver point in there as well. Up, 1, 2, 3. Up, 1, 2, 3. So it's actually a lot less complicated than it might first seem, because you just let your arms swing. Let them swing back, let them swing forwards, and pat the legs at the end. And keep breathing. Good. Now there's quite the tradition of this kind of practice in Chinese martial arts. In fact, there's a style called firecracker, which is all about hitting yourself as your hands go past and making this smacking noise. Good. It's otherwise known, not that style, but this method of hitting yourself as body conditioning. So every time you hit part of your body, it is like a wake-up call. It's like knocking at the door to your energy. Very similar to acupuncture. Think of acupuncture, a needle goes into a point to stimulate. And it's a sterile needle. You're not inserting anything but sterile steel into the body, but that stimulates the energetic system to activate, to move, to mobilize. And so when we hit ourselves, it's exactly the same thing. So we are mobilizing energy through the various energetic channels, and that will help us feel warm. Not only that, every time we hit something, it stimulates the structures to work a little bit harder to actually replenish and heal themselves. So actually, we could call it tough love. We are helping our body to strengthen by being a little bit harsh. Whereas if we were to stay soft and gentle all the time, if ever we bumped into anything, we'd get quite the bruise. Whereas if you're used to gently hitting something, then we become much, much stronger, and we, we elevate ourselves to a stronger way of being. So our last, that was the 3. Okay, so we've 1, which is the patting, if you remember, just so you can practice on your own. Yeah. The second one was your kidneys, where you're pushing the heel out, so you're patting lung 1 and kidneys. And the third one, I always think of German people in lederhosen smacking themselves and each other, which is the up, front, back and down, up, front, back and down, etc. Very good. I'd like to do one more little Qi Gong practice with you before we go into our Tai Chi form. Again, this is really useful if it's a little bit cold. It's an invigorating practice. You might not feel that invigoration in that way is suitable for you, and always that's a judgment call that we have to make. So there are always adaptations that we can make. So I'm going to show you at first what I'm teaching, and then I'll show you an adaptation. So if you don't like the idea of tapping your body, maybe your nerves are a little bit delicate today, body conditioning is good, but not if you've got a migraine or something like that. So first of all, actually, I'll show you the adaptation first, shall I? I'll show you the soft and gentle way first. So we're going to rub our hands vigorously, and I'll show you the gentlest way first, which is the air wash. So we're just going to, not touching the face, but wave the hands around close to the face and head. And you may notice that this actually does stimulate your energy It's almost like you can feel the air moving around, and you can feel the energy moving around as well. So very, very simple. We'll rub again, and we'll start at the front and go back, and then sides and go back, and then underneath and go back. Kind of like you were doing your hair. Does that feel? Good. And then top and wrap down, midway and wrap round, midway and wrap round, and relax your arms down and shake out. Very good. So that is, you could call it the Qi wash or the air wash. You can do this seated if you wish, so don't use up your energy standing if you have limited energy. Okay, the next version is the, you could call it Effleurage version. Effleurage is a term used in massage. It means to gently stroke. So you can do the same exercise, but this time actually contacting the body. And notice that it feels different. For me, it's neither better nor worse, but it is different. When you make physical contact, you are listening on a physical level. When you're not making physical contact, let's wrap down, then you're listening on an energetic level. Wrap round and round behind. Very good. So now we're going to use the tapotement. These are all massage terms. So effleurage is smooth, tapotement is thumping or beating or tapping. So we're going to use our fingertips. Remember, your fingertips are very strong. They're pointy and not very cushioned, so you don't have to hit yourself hard. You can gently tap with your fingertips and it'll feel like raindrops or even hailstones. So go gently and you can build up to the point that you feel you're comfortable. So we're going to start at the front of the head and tap to the back of the head, and then we come a little bit wider and we tap front to back, and then round the ears, front to back. Good, and we start again at the top and wrap down the sides, midway, down the sides, and see, do you like it? If you don't like it, you can leave it out. You can go back to your effleurage or even your Qi wash. Do you see we're going round the ears? Very good, and rub again. We can do a little Qi wash for the face. See how that feels. You might even notice that there's quite the energetic feel, that your hands are almost being pushed away from your face. That's perfectly normal. You're interacting with your energetic field. Okay, let's try it now. Gently effleurage, massage the face, up and round. Good, and now very gently on the face, you make little pitter-pat. So rather than tapping with the whole hand, you play the piano. So pitter-pat, all the way around your face, pitter-pat, pitter-pat, pitter-pat. Good, and down your neck. Good. Now, in a class of, say, if I had 20 people, I would have definitely a demographic of, like a third of the group would prefer to do Qi wash, a third of the group prefer the stroking effleurage, and a third of the group prefer the tapotement, prefer to be tapped and hit. So it's hitting themselves. So you decide which one works for you. Let's rub our hands together, and we're going to take hold of the elbow, and again we'll do a Qi wash first. You can decide if you've chosen one works better for you. Good, and then we'll do a effleurage. Good, and then we can cup the hand rather than a flat hand. We use a cupped hand, and we can pat. You can even go down the arm a bit. And see which one do you like the best. You may notice, like me, I like all three. I think they're all very nice, but it is very different. It's like Mexican food, Chinese food, British food, totally different, but all nice in their way. Rub again, and we do the same on the other side. So we take hold of the elbow, and we start with a Qi wash. So we want to be mindful to be close to the body so that the hand feels the body is there. The body feels the hand is there, but we avoid touching. Good, now let's go on to the effleurage where we're actually stroking. And then if it feels appropriate for you, you can go on and do some tapotement. Give it a thump. Good, always a cupped hand. Excellent, now let's raise an arm and we're going to Qi wash. Stroke down the side. Good, now try stroking. With a cupped hand. Swap over. It's like ghosts drawing sabers, that's a move. So gently air wash or Qi wash. And then try stroking. Tapotement. Cupped hand. Good, and relax. Okay, so next we're going to do a little chest stroking, air wash. Let's try one arm out to the side and feet across. So it is like you are stroking a layer that you can't quite perceive. Good, and let's gently effleurage. And tapotement, little thump. On the other side, air wash. Effleurage. Gently stroking the skin and cup. Very good. Relax, breathe. And air wash down from the chin. Stroke. And look. Good. Okay, now onto the side. Again, you can use both hands. Qi wash, then stroke. Then little cupped hand action. On the other side, air wash. I find the air wash gives you a much more vivid connection energetically. You can start to feel the subtleties going on. Then brush and good to the belly. Air wash. It's like sunshine fills the halls. And rub. Good, other way. Air wash. Rub. Good. Now we could do lots of this, but we're really just using it as a warm-up. So let's move on to the kidneys. Now you can't air wash the kidneys very easily, it's quite difficult. So we're just going to hold the kidneys. Sit a little, bend the knees, feel into the back, and then give it a jolly good rub. Good. And then with hollow fists, if you can, give them a wee pummel. Good. Now, from the kidneys, air wash down the back of the legs around and up the front. And again, down the back, from the kidneys, down the back, around, up the front. Good, one more time, down the back, up the front. Try with massage, gently touching. Notice the difference. Up the front, down the back, up the front. Last time, down the back, up the front. Can you pat? Pat, 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 pat. Cupped hands, up the front, down, up. Are you feeling warmer? I am. Down the back and up the front. Good. Down the sides, air wash. Up the inside, air wash. Down the outside, up the inside. Again, down the outside, up the inside. Now massage, down and up, and down, up. Last time, down and up. Patting, down. Round the second toe, big toe, up the inside. Again. Second toe, big toe, up the inside. Last time and we're done. Good. And rest. Well done. I'd like you to have a little stand if you like, or if, like me, you want to blow your nose or have a little drink of water, do so now. This is your little break time. Good stuff. Well done. So do you feel warm? So all of these movements, so movement in general will move your energy. Physical movement will move your energy. Effleurage, guiding the energy through gliding movement and gliding massage, that also creates a little bit of friction, which adds to warmth, and patting stimulates blood flow and energy flow that continues to play out even after you have left it alone. So hopefully that was of interest. If there's any questions, now is a good time. Otherwise, we'll move on to our 24 form. I think we're moving on. Okay, all right, folks. So let us do the whole of the form once through first, and then we'll take a little section. So we're quite near the end of the form, going through it with this group. I think you're doing very well, which is why I'm happy to just let you feel the whole flow. All right, so follow me as best you can. Don't worry if you're not sure what a hand is doing. Try to get the footwork. Try to copy the feet as carefully as you can. Feet are more important because they're your foundation. Okay, so are we ready? We float up. And let's give ourselves a few moments to become calm and quiet. Let's begin. We release. And open. Begin. We're going to add some movement in order to step back. So we step back. And ready to step forwards again. And at that, I'm going to be off screen. One more step back. Turn to the front. Hug ball. Back the way you came. Turn. Off screen again. Keep going, please. And so returning to the back, take the weight right, lift left, kick to the left corner. Good. Right hand makes a hook, left side comes in, relax down, and step diagonally back. Snake creeps down. Don't worry, we will go over this. Turn left, turn right, turn left. Feed into the left side. Right side lifts, heel of hand down. Left hook, little pivot, sink and step. Snake creeps down. Turn right, left, right again. Feed into the right side. Left side comes up, heel of hand down. Step to the corner, hug one. Step through, block, and lift. If you need more space, like I do, take it back, turn on. Hug ball, step, block, send it through. Half step, circle back, arm up, and over. Up you come into T-shaped position, relax to center and step for fan through back. We're going to turn to face the back for Ban Lan Chuai. Lift the arms, feed into your left, right side comes down and in. Right side up and over, left side down, turn, step through and punch. Nearly there, left under right, circle back and in. Circle forwards and in. We come up and over, turning toes, scoop, right toe turns in, right foot steps in, palms face down, slide down, feed into the right, close left, recover, relax down into the floor, and a heel tap. Well done. Now, I know that not everyone in the group has actually gone all the way through the form yet, so that was a little bit of a leap of faith, I know, but you did very well. Let us take a little section. Now, first of all, I'll open it up to you if there's any questions or any part that you would particularly like to ask or cover. Otherwise, I'll choose. I think you're okay. I think today we will look at block, parry, punch. So block, parry, punch is, the original name is Ban Lan Chuai. Ban Lan Chuai. So it's a series of redirections. If someone punches you, you block them. You parry, you bring them out of the way and reposition them so that you can punch. And this is a lovely wee set. It can be done in a loop, so you can just keep doing this movement again and again. But the thing that gets people, I think, is the change of direction. It changes direction in the room, and that's always a bit confusing mentally. It can be difficult to balance if you're already struggling. Just watch me do block, parry, punch, and I'm going to start to do it the way we do in the form. So you're looking at me, imagine that that's the front of the room and you're the back of the room. So we're doing as we just did, I'm showing you as we just did, and it's from the movement fan through back. So don't worry if you've missed wee bits or you're not sure about wee bits, we're just taking a section to play with. So we start in this unusual position. Do you notice it? It's not horse stance. Sorry, it's not horse stance, and it's not bow stance. This is bow stance, and this is horse stance. Again, it's the hybrid position. And you remember the other place where we used the hybrid position? We use it a few times in this form. We use it, yes, very good, in single whip. So in single whip, we have the hybrid, where the toe points to the side, the back foot turns to the corner, and actually the body faces the corner. So same as single whip, but this time we have fan through back. So your left palm above the left foot and the right palm has opened, like you're opening a fan through your back, hence the name. But we keep both hands forward enough so that you can look over your left hand fingers and still see your right hand fingers with your peripheral vision. So if I let my hand go back thus far, it's too far. Can you see that's broken the alignment? So we want to keep it contained. Yeah, okay. So the upper hand is protecting your head in a nice arc. If I show you it, you can see the curve. It's not too close because that doesn't protect, that's weak. But if it's out here in a curve, it's a good strong arc line. Okay, so that's the beginning. If you just watch, so from fan through back, we turn to face the back by turning on the heel, turning the body, and the hand comes up. So from here, the left side turns in. Then we shift the weight into the left, the right hand arcing down and gathering the right leg. So can you see my fist position? The back of the palm is coming inwards. Yeah? Then I'm going to do a step. So my right side is coming up and unfolding. As I do that, I'm turning on my supporting leg and my left hand is coming down. So there's a lot happening there at the same time. I'm turning in the body. The right side is lifting as one and unfolding, and the left hand is blocking down. Yeah, I'll show you that one more time. So right side up and over, left side down. Good. Now we have a twist step, and I keep the structure between the two arms. So as I twist my body, my arms just twist in their position. They're still at 90-degree angle from each other. And then step the back foot through and step forwards with a bit of width. The fist comes in towards the waist and I punch it through. And at the end, as I punch, the back heel can push back because it's yang style. So that is Ban Lan Chuai. Just watch it, please. I'm going to show you the same movement, but from the back view. Okay, the other way around. So you could continue going back into fan through back and repeat. So left side in, right side swings down and comes in, right side comes up and over and step. We twist, step through and punch. Good. So I think for the purposes of this class, so that you can see me and not have your back to me trying to look over your shoulder, we will do it in that direction. So can you follow me, please? I'm standing on the left. Try and come quite close. Left arm and leg forwards. Right hand is protecting your head. You should be able to see your fingers as you look forwards. Your right hand should still be in your line of sight, your peripheral sight. Ready? We bring the arms up, turn the left side in. Feed the weight into the left, right side comes in. In fist, we come up and unfold. Left hand down, turn, step through, and come past your waist and punch. Good, and we do it again, please. Now, I know when we have a turning move, it's impossible that you can see it clearly at all stages. But we'll do it a few times in this position, and then I'll think about changing the direction. I'll think about it. Okay, ready? Left side forwards. So we come up, turn in. Feed the weight left, right side in. Right side up and over, left hand down. Turn on the heel, step through and punch. Good, and again please. Ready, and good, and again. Ready, and turn in, come in, up and over step, turn on the heel, step through, and push the heel back. Good. All right. Let us, just for interest, let's just look at the footwork. So for the arms, for now, if you just want to keep them at a kind of neutral, helping you balance position, just focus on the footwork. Okay, ready? So we stand on the left, the right foot is open. Remember, we start here, not square. We're not facing the side. We're open to the corner. So it should be quite comfortable here. Ready? Feed the weight back. Turn the body, which turns the toes in. Hello, dear. Feed the weight left and bring the right side in. Good, yes, good girl. We lift the right side up and over, and we try not to step on the cat as we step down, and we twist, feeding onto the front foot. Step the back foot through and push your heel back. Hello. That's very nice. Thank you. Let's do it again, please. So left foot forwards. Nice and neutral. Top of the head floating up. Chin down and back. Relax. Ready? Feed the weight back. Turn in. Feed the weight across. Come in. Up and over. Step. Twist. Feed off the back foot. Step through, square up and push the back heel back. Yes? Good. One more time. So we're in our hybrid stance. Ready? Feed the weight back, turn in. Feed the weight across, come in. Up and over, step. Twist, feed off the back foot, come through center, step, feed forwards, push the heel back. Good, and rest. Now, how did that feel? Were we happy with the footwork? Yes? So-so? Show me again. So-so. So-so? Yes? Let's do it again. Let's do it again. Actually, in many ways, it's easier with the arms as well because of the harmonies. The hands help the feet and so on. But I want you to get really certain of what the legs are doing. Apart from anything else, it's great strength work. It's really good for your legs. Let's go again. Ready? So, open to the corner. And feed the weight back, turn in. Feed the weight across, come in. Up and over, step onto the heel. Now you're feeding forwards as you screw down into your front foot. Lift off the back heel. Back foot steps through. Push the heel back as you square up. Excellent. Well done. Well done. Okay. So in the video, you can keep using that again and again. That's Kung Fu. Ladies and gentlemen, those who are watching to revise, Kung Fu means you just do it again, you do it again, you do it again, you do it again. You keep doing it again until it is effortless. And then you do it another few thousand times and then you'll be quite good at it. Okay, so let's now have a little look at the arms, just the arms, okay? So just face me for now, please. And in the form, it is the left hand forwards. Shall I mirror it? Would that put the cat among the pigeons? I'll try mirroring, we'll see. Left hand forwards, okay? So we're going to bring the arms up. Now this is a turn of the body, which will make much more sense. So you're turning the body. We're not doing that at the moment. And then bring your right hand down. So the back of the palm is facing in. See, I'm in a fist and I'm bringing the back of the palm in. So there's the back of my palm here. Yeah? Now, lift and unfold. And as you unfold, the other hand comes down. So this again is a back of palm strike. Thump. Wallop. Imagine sort of cracking down on someone. Yeah, back of palm. Okay. So now we turn the waist, and as we turn the waist, we turn the hands over. So now one hand is extending forwards with, you see the blade of the palm facing down. The fist is now facing down. So palm is facing inwards, fist is facing down. And we draw the fist in towards the waist, and then as you punch, the other hand pulls back a little bit so that it's level with the wrist. And I'm not touching, it's like the Qi wash. I'm not touching my wrist. I'm just floating there, feeling the energy, feeling the connection. Good, and that's it. Relax down, take a breath. Now I know that mirroring can be very confusing, but I'm going to do it again because this way you can actually see what the hands are doing from the front. Okay, so ready, we want the left hand, your left hand extending forwards. That's it. Okay, so, and we're open like that. Okay, so we're going to feed the arms up and swing your right hand down. Keep the momentum going. It comes up and unfolds, and the palm comes down. Turn the waist, turning the arms. Come in past the waist, and as you punch the fist forward, the palm comes back towards the wrist. Good, and rest. So there's a lot going on there, and by my leaving out the turn, it actually interferes with the beautiful wrapping momentum that it has, this kind of circular spin as it goes. So let's just try it. We'll try it together. See if you can follow. And don't worry, as I say, repetition is the thing that sorts out so much. So we try standing on the left, left arm forwards, left arm up. We're open to the corner to begin. Relax your shoulders. Ready? And 1, toes in. 2, hand and foot in. Back of hand. Up and over, bring the left hand down. Turn. Step through and punch. Good. Once more and then we will finish. You're doing very, very well. Ready? Relax. Left side in. Right side swings down and in. Right side up and over. Step. Pivot. Step through and punch. And turn to the front and close. Very good, well done. Take a breath. Really good attempt, everyone. Well done. It is a lovely move, as so often is the way. The little challenging, fiddly ones that are at first a bit of a nightmare to learn, once you start to get into it, even before it's anything like perfect, you'll start to enjoy the movement, the flow. Oh, it's lovely, lovely movement. Breathe and relax. I have done a video on that movement in repetition. I did it way back at the beginning of lockdown. So I will share that. I'll share a link with you in the video so that you can just look at that. I think it's set to music, I'm pretty sure it is. So it's just the same movement, but it's done on a loop. So you just do it, and then you don't stop and start, you just do it again and do it again. So it's like a silk railing set. Very enjoyable. Even just watching it, you'll learn a lot, I think. Good, so let's go down to the legs. Again, we're patting, which stimulates energy flow, which will help us to recover and rest. We go down to the lower legs, ankles and feet. Come up the body again. Good, over the shoulders. And back to center. Well done. Easing out of the stance. Have a little shake out. Let's lift the hands slightly forwards and relax the wrists. And we're just going to bounce and let the wrists wobble. Let all your wobbly bits wobble. For Bai Bing Xiao, 100 ailments go away. Good. And relax down. Good. So there's an expression in Tai Chi, 7 heel taps every day, 100 ailments go away. Very good. So let's stand for a moment, please. Nice and tall, and breathe and relax, feeling into your body. Noticing how everything is responding. And let's gather the energy up to cover center, hugging your elbows in, breathing, calming into your belly. And feel your energy is stronger. Very well done. Folks, I'm going to leave you with a thought that every step that you take towards health, health will take 100,000 steps towards you. It is the snowball effect. We want to nourish ourselves with good food, we want to do a little bit of Tai Chi, we want to have good sleep, we want to hydrate ourselves, we want to have healthy and productive thought patterns. Every effort that you make will pay huge dividends. You may not notice it at first, but it will always respond in kind. So do your practice whenever you can, and if you feel, oh, I don't remember this or that, just go back to basics. Anything that you do, even just patting down your body, literally that action, knowing fine well that it is an act of self-care, your body will respond in kind 100,000-fold. It will give you a good response. So every effort is golden, every effort is worth it. Be gentle, be kind, never force your system, but remember that it is money in the bank. Every time you do a little Tai Chi or you make a little effort towards health, health will walk a lot closer to you. Remember, please, to do everything that you do with joy in your heart and fully engage in what you're doing, and your energy will blossom like a flower. Please don't take any health practice like medicine. Oh, I hate this. No, that's not the way to do it. If you're going to do it joyfully, do it happily, and you'll be amazed to see the results. So thank you so much. Let's salute, please. And I look forward to seeing you all next time. Well done.